Hi everyone, and welcome to the Tarot Circle, and it's the 13th of August and the 14th of August, depending on which side of the world you're on today. And I thought I'd start off because some people might come across us and go, well, what the hell are they doing? And what's tarot and everything. So what we're doing is we're pulling tarot cards on mainstream, let's say global events, to shed light on what's really going on in the world today, because it's really tricky to trust mainstream media, and sometimes it's even hard to trust alternate media, and there are many layers, and often it's difficult to know what to trust. And we're basically here to use our tarot cards to try and get to the truth, because tarot cards help us tap into our own intuition. They help the universe tell us what the universe wants us to know, basically. And hopefully we do it with a little bit of humour and in an entertaining way. And so with that being said, if you like our style, please like, share, subscribe and comment. And we really appreciate you all being here. Members, we've got Kaila, Barbara and Lynn. Ladies, how are you all? And what have you all been doing these last couple of weeks? Who wants to go first?
Barb?
Barbara. Go, Barbara.
Oh,
Barb,
well,
what have you been up to?
I'm traveling for work and leisure and things. I'm seeing of these small towns along the Mississippi, and a lot of interesting things. There are a lot of little small, quiet, sleepy towns. Interesting things that I'm finding out along the way, and that we'll probably pull some cards on those too. Besides that, entertainment, some singing, and we're playing, and people seem to like what we do, and I'm loving it. And I would like to thank new subscribers too, right, Ally?
Sorry?
We'd like to thank all the members that just popped
Yes,
in my head.
exactly. We since our last show with
Meg. Moonbeam.
we got a bunch of I'll start that again. We got a whole new bunch of subscribers. Let's just blame the fact that it's Mercury retrograde and my internet is unstable. And
Well, the internet is kind of
yeah,
so. But yes, we
yeah.
would like Meg and also Janine for sending new people our way. So thank you, Meg. Thank you for coming on with us and sending new people our way. And Janine too, if you're watching this, thank you so much. We really and what you all are doing over there at Beyond Mystic, and also on Tarot by Janine, and also all the astrology that Meg is teaching us. Thank
you. August is supposed to be lighter than the back half, which is supposed to be a bit. Are you feeling light and happy, Kaila?
I have to say, this week has been way better than the last time we had our show. There was some heavy energy, so I'm enjoying my outdoor time and I think feeling a lot better. So I hope everyone is too.
Lynn, how's the energy in your neck of the woods? Is it good?
Energy is good. Retrograde has been hitting me kind of hard. Yesterday I got stung by a wasp, so my hand is all swollen. Oh yeah, that's
my gosh.
So yeah, it's fun stuff, but good energy overall.
Yeah. After the full moon, I just got sick. Like I had a bit of a flu-y thing, and my hip was hurting, and I don't think it's coincidental, but I'm coming out of it now, which is good. Hopefully I was just getting.
Is she freezing up still?
Yep.
You can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah. You're still freezing. You're still freezing up. But I wanted to ask you, Ally, do you by chance have like a personal hotspot on your phone? instead of using the Wi-Fi from your home, since there's storms in your area, if you have like a personal hotspot on your phone, you can kind of like connect your computer to that, and maybe that
won't work. It's a very complicated thing to explain, but it's on the same system. So yeah, that won't work. So let's just see how the recording.
All right,
Kaila, hit it.
Clear some energy, Kaila. Let's clear some bloody energy.
Hello, beautiful souls. Now, firstly, as everyone said before, we just want to say thank you so much to everyone for watching our show. We hope to not only start some conversations, but to bring something of value to whoever is listening. Now, for the last few days in our daily polls, we have been getting a repeating message of paying attention to our intuition at this time, and this is for the collective. So as most of you know, if we vibrate at a high frequency, then it becomes easier to recognize and receive intuitive messages when they come across. So as we do the sound clearing, let's ask for help to clear and transmute any stuck low-lying energy. And let's all connect to cosmic energy to raise our vibration together. You may wish to visualize any dark energy leaving and being replaced by white light or golden light energy. We ask our spirit guides, our higher selves, God, source energy, and energy for our highest good only to remain. Everything else must leave now. Over to you, Lynn.
Back to you, ladies.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Kaila. Super duper. Right, so a few days ago, we had a little Brazilian plane crash. To the other, I think it wasn't like a real inter-country plane travel. I don't think, but let's ask us, because there were apparently some very important people. They were going to like a cancer conference. So it's all very interesting. And if you look at the images of this plane, it basically dropped out of the sky. It wasn't like it glided. Did that really happen? Did the plane crash really happen, or was it a CGI kind of manufactured event? Who wants to pull on that? Barb? Nice bangles, Barb. Nice bangles.
I like my Hawaiian dress. This is my favorite Hawaiian dress. I always put that on there.
I like them.
Put this on there too. That's like people think this is some type of voodoo, African voodoo.
It's a flower.
Friend just I think somebody gave it to me. I think they got it from a department as a free thing for buying makeup or something like that. And it's like, oh, is that a voodoo necklace? Yes.
It's a flower.
Don't mess around.
Yeah. I'll kill your
now.
chickens if you cross me.
I'm gonna pull on if it was real, if it really happened at that plane.
Yeah.
Did see in the news they're saying what we see is about that plane crashing in Brazil with the doctors on it.
Yeah.
Did it
Yeah. Did
Is there
it really
sinc-
happen?
Yeah. Is there integrity to?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my new cards that I got.
Oh,
in
what have you got?
My new cards that I got in I bought in Iowa the other day, in this town that there's all these small towns have churches in it. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if I lived full tarot cards, they would probably try to burn my store down or something like that. So I would never thought they would have metaphysics store right in the middle. And I found it, and that's why I bought these cards. So I'm gonna use these cards tonight. Let's see if there's some integrity.
Let's see if we can get this to start all over again. That was the plane crash.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that okay?
I saw.
Yeah, I think there's a better video. Oh, that's the best video I've seen with the smoke going up.
Yeah. That was a close one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was somebody else's personal video that was a little bit closer, it looks like.
All right, take pictures here. Take a picture on the bed, so hopefully you'll see it okay.
There's just so much that's engineered and CGI these days. It's difficult to know what on earth to believe, really.
Anytime I see anything like that in the news right now, it's, instead of going for the deeper questions, I always ask, did that really happen?
Yeah, I mean, that's like the first thing, isn't it? You know?
I upload it to, oh, here it is. Boy. All right, so I put, is there any integrity to that we heard about? So these are the new cards. So hopefully you all, I think I should, yeah, you all seen some of the major, you saw all the major arcanas, but you didn't see the minor arcanas.
The devil, the emperor, the hangman, 10 of cups, the empress. Wow, the tower, 4 of cups.
So is there integrity to it? 4 cups. If the situation comes out as a 4 cups as something really, really closed, something not, which is aspected with the emperor. Well, the emperor is basically a really, really is a good card, and it comes out as there could come out as an institution or leader or institution. The past, I get the hangman. The hangman is suspended in time, as you can see that card, it's suspended. But the devil is in the middle. That's how it, as Janine puts it, that's how it appears, or that's how so the devil is in the middle, how they want it to appear, right? Although we do get the tower under the 4 of cups, so it looks like some in the empress across from the tower, the 10 of cups. So something, it looks like something happened, and the devil is in the middle one. That's what they want us to see. But I'm not really getting that it really actually happened with the devil in the middle.
But
what do you want?
Well, the thing is, with major arcanas, it's usually a yes, isn't it? When you ask
it usually, that's true. That's true. But with the very first card coming down as the 4 of cups is really, really close. I don't know. I mean, usually when there's a major arcana in the first, it's usually a yes.
Yeah.
But is it always a yes?
Well, it's all open to interpretation there. But you're do we think it's that?
Would you say repeat it, Ally?
Do we think it's just a distraction, like look here but don't look over there?
What do you say, Lynn?
I mean, I think it was definitely planned to happen because I think it was planned to take out those doctors. With the 10 of Cups and the Devil, they want us to see it, and the Hangman, Enlightenment. I don't think it really happened. Honestly, I think it was planned, and I think the White Hats intervened. Barbara, you want to pull 2 more clarifiers and see if those 8 doctors were really on there?
Okay. I actually pulled 2 more more information, but I'll pull 2 more with that in mind. But the first 2 that I pulled was the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. That's Pentacles. That's money, tangible things. 9 of Pentacles. In this deck, it looks kind of weird, but in the weight deck, that's the Independence card.
And being pentacles, it can even mean health. And we have doctors involved.
Yep.
Yeah, I pulled them. I didn't think about the doctors involved, but I just wanted to get one. But I'll pull 2 more. Think about the doctors. What did you say about the doctors, Lynn?
Were they really killed on this flight? You know, are they alive?
Okay, I get the Strength. That's a healthy card.
They're alive.
2 of Swords. It's 2 of Swords. Like, don't say anything. Like, keep it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it really happened, we wouldn't have the 10 of Cups in that position.
As an outcome, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how would you read the 10 of Cups if it's badly aspected there, though? Any ideas, guys?
Well, you know, you would look at and then the Empress, because they're aspected, they're together. Cups is the outcome, so the 10 of Cups is something like, it's not really, it doesn't really present the way it really is. The 10 of, that's the outcome. The 10 of Cups, the outcome. But then it is surrounded by something that really happened, because at the tower, something really happened with that tower.
Yeah, so the 10 of Cups can be a facade, right? So whatever, there's something here that's not exactly as it's being portrayed, basically. So with the tower,
and I don't think the cards want to tell us. That's why the cards are showing up the way they are.
And that Hangman in the past, and it's kind of like something suspended in time. It almost makes you think of that airplane, the way it was going. Yeah. It's actually something suspended in time, something suspended to bring out information that you're supposed to find out. So that's the past of what happened. The Hangman. I'm not getting, even if I have those major arcanas, we have those major arcanas in it. The very first card that I pulled out.
I think it depends on how it's aspected, right? The major arcana, and then we have the 2 of Wands and we have the 4 of Pentacles as clarifiers. So 2 of Wands is sort of a safe card. This deck is new to us, so I'm trying to look at the details here. But the 2 of Wands tends to be like looking from a safe position, and the 4 of Pentacles, sort of taking a long-term view on things, on health, possibly. I think from these cards, it may be that there was an actual plane involved, and what actually is being told to us, there's some sort of facade at play, I think. So, yeah.
I have to correct myself. I have to correct myself. I said the down was a 4 of Pentacles, as a 4 of Cups. So that's still a closed card, you know, it's closed. So it's like, if I had just to pull one card on that, it would have been a 4 of Cups. Looks like something has been refused. So it just doesn't seem like the devil in the middle. Is almost like that's what they want us to see. They want us to be
That's what they want us to see. Yeah.
And I think with the 10 of Wands as the overview, is it a kind of an indication? Is it kind of like a metaphor for everything's about to crash? Because like like I say, like a metaphor for the whole thing. I don't know. What do you guys think about that Ten of Wands?
And this is a really interesting Ten of Wands too. It almost looks like some sort of demonic figure over someone. As if this was like planned. There's no cards here, like white hat type cards. So with the devil and the ten, we do have the Emperor there at the bottom, yeah. But it looks like if this was even being played out, it's showing you maybe in the intention of the bad guys. Maybe was it, I don't know much about these doctors. Are they actually, do they have integrity? Are they, I know they said that one of them was working on some new research or something for cancer, alternative therapy, but also I heard that they actually already sort of work on regulating what's, you know, what is acceptable, which we know that a lot is being held back from the public. So are these, my first thought when I saw these were, are these doctors with integrity, or are they just following the system, or who are they? You
Yeah,
know?
because there are many ways you can heal the big C anyway.
Yeah, and I also heard that I also read that they weren't really people in the financial field. So and Ally, you said maybe it was something that they had us kind of look over here, while something that was over here could happen in the financial field, because we have the Empress and the Tower aspected with the Empress. So that's like some type of big positive impact, either with or with finances almost. So it's almost could be like, you know, here while we're doing something else with finances.
So I just asked a quick question about these doctors, and I asked, you know, are these doctors with integrity? Are they truly for the people, or are they just part of the system? And this is what I got. The Seven of Wands, then the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Doesn't look bad to me. What do you guys think?
Well, and I think, did you ask about all the doctors? Because like half of the doctors got on an earlier flight, which is always
generally,
yeah. See, that's always suspicious to me. That might be the Five of Wands, in that some of them might be and some of them may not be, and they were fighting over it a little bit. But then the ones without integrity got on the earlier flight. Like typically happens. You know, we all know that a lot of people, they're either suicided or plane crashes are a big way of getting rid of people. So
yeah, okay. So
I think overall I would say they don't want us to really know what's going on right now.
Yeah, but it's not exactly as it seems. I think we can
for sure
probably say that, which is like most things really.
Especially with that 10 of at the end.
All right, next up, so we've got the American presidential election due to take place in November this year. Now Joe Biden dropped out recently. There is a Democratic National Convention coming up over the full moon, which we'll talk about in a sec as well. But there's lots of talk at the moment about Kamala engineering the numbers of people at her rallies and her talks. So I think it's going to be interesting what actually that, and Kaila's shuffling already. Let's have a look about what we can expect at this DNC convention.
Which is taking place in Chicago.
Okay, right, good. And
so just a general look around what we can expect.
At first, and then let's see what comes up. Because also Meg was talking about the full moon and Kamala Harris's birth chart, and she reckons that she ain't gonna survive August. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Leader of the Democratic Party. Does anyone know anything about the vice that she's got in at the moment? Does anybody know anything about him? I have
Tampon
no
Tim?
idea. Yeah.
He's worse than she is. He's the one that let the riots burn the cities down of
That's
Minneapolis.
How delightful.
Yeah, he put tampons in the boys' bathrooms.
Aww.
You know. Yeah.
Because boys have periods too,
boys,
right?
Well,
you know, boys need the tampons.
Yes, he actually had to go to a hospital because he swallowed something from a horse.
Oh,
Yes.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't it lovely? He had to have his stomach pumped for that. Yeah. He's just a regular guy. That's all.
Wait, hold on. You're talking about the S word?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no. Is that true?
I saw the newspaper article. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, it was true." Yeah.
So back.
Oh, and he also has stolen valor. He has said that he was a soldier in certain wars, and he's not. He never was.
So back in the 80s, there was a group called Soft Cell, and Mark.
Soft Cell and what? Ally, you froze.
So the lead singer was a guy called Mark Almond, and he apparently was into bestiality and doing all of that sorts of things to horses as well. I mean, it's like, how is that even a thing? What the hell?
You know, when you're in different circles, that's for those people. It's just normal for them.
Probably drown, wouldn't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Kind of like chugging a keg of beer, I guess, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's like down a tequila.
Kaila, what'd you ask?
I asked generally, what can we expect? Like, give us some information about that DNC conference. Like, what can we expect from it? So card number 1 is the Democrats themselves, and the conference will be the 3 of Swords.
Disappointment. What you read, girlfriend?
Interesting that we have the moon in the middle. It's almost like, again, they don't want to give details, right? So I would say the Democrats come across as the 10 of Wands, and it's like almost like if they're at the end of their rope, so to speak. I think a lot of people are realizing what's happening, and they just sort of, doing a balancing act now. It's like copying a lot of old tricks, so to speak. In the background, we have the 5 of Swords, and this could possibly represent the situation with Biden being knocked out of the race, so to speak. So we're going to have, I think there's going to be a lot of information coming out with that 3 of Swords, maybe a lot of truth coming out. And it's interesting, we have the 6 of Pentacles just below that 3 of Swords. So it's going to be heartbreaking for some people, but it's actually doing a kindness by revealing certain things that people need to know. And with that moon in the middle, so it doesn't want to give details as to what exactly is coming out of this. And we have the Lovers as the outcome, with the advice or the clarifiers being the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. How would you guys read the Lovers card as the outcome?
I feel that there's going to be a whole new way of government. More with that 6 of Pentacles, more but they're not sure. They've got a couple of options of how it will go. What does everyone else think?
And when I first saw the cards and seeing the moon, it just reminds me of the full moon on Monday, the first day of the convention,
That's
and the
true.
heartbreak. It reminds me of Meg's prediction that Kamala will not be the nominee. And with the lovers, there's an agreement. Things have already been decided on this. And we also know, like with you saying, True's coming out with the Three of Swords. I can see that too, but the truths may be coming out with the full moon shining light on the stuff that Kamala is,
I mean,
so
the moon can also be like, it could be a physical death. It could be the death of the Democratic Party as well.
It could be the death of her nomination.
Yeah. So yeah, you.
And we lost Ally again.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Am I back?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Barb? Are you seeing anything different on there?
I see the same thing that you see with those room. The 10 is like endings. There's Three of Swords, and then it's almost like over for the Democrat, because there's going to be some other stuff that's about how they run certain things. And with the Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Pentacles, it's almost like people ship maybe coming out and say, hey, look, this is what we're doing, or we shouldn't have done that. We start confessing. I see almost like kind of confessions with that bottom row. Jumping ship and confessions.
And also with that Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I feel like they don't want to tell us too much at the moment. I feel like stuff is
that could
Wands
be
with the King of Wands.
Yeah.
What do y'all see with the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands?
I was just thinking about that. Do you think this would be like Kamala having to step out and being replaced by a man?
Or the truth about what she is?
King of Wands. I think there's going to be unexpected stuff. I think there's going to be things coming out from under his cloak that we did not expect. I mean, it's interesting. We've got the Nine
of Wands, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a man that's besides her. That could be her vice or somebody. That's a male figure that's next to her. Feeling like he can't take it anymore. Can't push it anymore. He's tired of it. He's at his wit's end. That vice, what's his name?
Tim something. Yeah. Tim Waltz,
yeah,
Waltz or something, yeah.
It could be him coming out saying some weird stuff that people don't understand. Who knows? But that the Three of Swords is like, it's over. It's like, don't look too good.
Yeah. I think does it?
We
didn't
missed
hear
you
you all,
there for a
Ally.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fizzed out again. We can't.
It doesn't look like it will go smoothly. It looks like we're gonna have some fun and games there.
It's gonna be a shit show.
The thing is that when we pull cards, we can see certain things. But whenever they put it on TV, it's almost like, yeah, everything's it's fine and everything. But this stuff could be happening behind the scenes because cards don't lie.
Yeah.
People do.
So on that note, should we have a deeper dive into the full moon?
Dive over the full moon.
It's the full moon on the 19th and the 20th. So we're very, very close to the full moon, and astrologers are saying that it's going to be a wild ride over the full moon. Should we see what the card? Lynn, do you wanna put
We're
on
just
pull on
asking
that?
for a general poll on the full moon.
Let's do that first, and then we can
What
dig
we can
around.
expect. We
Yeah.
can expect on this full moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
On our last show, we were talking a little bit about the full moon, but I think on our last astrology reading, she was talking about the whole full moon period being buck wild. So she's never really seen anything like that before. It could be all sorts of crazy.
You keep freezing, Allie.
Huh? I'm sorry. I don't know how to
work through it.
Yep. Hopefully it records okay.
Yeah.
I see that it's recording here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pluto goes back into Capricorn for the
Yep.
last time in like 20 odd years. So Pluto will re-enter Capricorn, which shines a light on all kind of not very nice things, should we say? And that stays there for the next 20 odd years. So we're going from one crazy to the other, and people keep saying, astrologers and those that have the gift of sight, as it were, so let's see what these cards say.
Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
All
right. In your head, just what can we expect over the full moon?
Yeah. So
I mean, that Four of Wands is a mini world, isn't it? It's a mini kind of gateway. It's just very much celebratory card.
Yep.
Celebratory.
That one. That word.
Celebratory. That's how you say
that one.
You say it. So is that Four of Wands, that first card?
Yeah.
See, I don't have a magnifying glass with me. But
Four
of Wands.
Yeah, you got the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and then the Nine of Cups in the first row. You got the Five of Wands in the past, and then you got the Five of Pentacles, the Strength card, the King of Cups, and then we have our Magician, our Seven of Cups, and our Nine of Swords, which is interesting.
See,
it's almost like they don't want to tell us either, you know?
This really makes me feel that for us, it's going to be yay.
Yeah.
But for the normies, it's going to be what the fuck?
Yeah.
With that Nine of Swords.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You got the Magician card and the Seven of Cups, so all the illusions of the movie may be coming out.
I think with that Five of Pentacles, there is going to be a little bit of hardship.
Yep.
But these are good cards.
Kaila, what you got, girl? What are you seeing?
Yeah, So I'm just like expanding it on my phone here so I can see the cards a little bit better.
Yeah.
So the Four of
See if I could do
Wands, that,
this.
yeah, this is, as you said, it's like a world card in its own sense, and just below it is the Five of Pentacles. I think what we're seeing right now and what we're going to continue to see are inner conflicts happening, conflicts among groups. This is going to be political. It's going to be even among people in society. I don't know about you guys, but we've been having some crazy things happen over here. And that's coming across in the news and even in our community, lots of accidents, lots of tempers and so on. I think that's going to continue. But it's very interesting. It's as if the cards want to steer us away from the negative side, and it's saying with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, whatever is happening is for the better. And we know with the energy of the moon, it shifts things. And I don't know specifically what's happening with the astrology. I can't remember. But whatever is happening is shifting things for the better. And we have the King of Cups just below. So it's, again, as you said, it's a little bit hidden. They don't want to say exactly, but it's asking us to sort of you know, be a little bit detached, operate within that storm without actually getting into it. And with this Knight of Swords in this deck is kind of interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Fool card in a way. It's like
Oh yeah,
telling
on
you
the
to
edge.
have some, yeah, it's sort of like telling you have faith. It's going to appear as if things are going to be crazy, but have faith. If we look at it just next to the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, it's well aspected. Then we have strength being the outcome, you know, so that's actually positive. So whatever is happening is putting us in a position of strength. And as you said, bottom of deck would probably, you know, represent the general public. Those who don't know what's happening is going to seem, you know, worrying and so on. But then the two clarifiers remind us it's all a movie. And the Seven of Cups, it's going to look shady. It's going to get emotional. It's not going to be very clear what's happening. But remember, it's a movie and keep your faith. So that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah. Are there any specific clarifiers we want to pull regarding the full moon? Any specific questions? Or does that kind of, is that enough for us at the moment? Because I really feel it depends where you're sitting at the moment. You know, if you
I think so too.
if you don't understand some of the things that are going on in the world, this is going to be crazy. But if you're not, I think it's going to be a whole different kind of ride.
That's for sure.
Mm.
That is for sure.
Stuff, because there's Japan had a huge drop in its market the other day, which recovered, and it affected the other financial markets as well. And what I also heard was that so again, we're looking at that same kind of time frame, the same kind of full moonish time frame. Could be when Pluto goes back into Capricorn. We could be looking at that sort of time. Should we have, because I know we've kind of looked at the financial markets a little bit.
Well, and the financial markets with this full moon could really come crashing too.
Well, this is it. So what kind of time frame should we look at the financial markets, guys? Should we look between now and the end of September? Is that going to be...
Let's just look at it from now until the end of the month, since we're only halfway through the month, because we're also in retrograde city too.
Okay.
I think it might be something that we need to, you know, check up on every couple of weeks or something like that.
I absolutely agree. Let me pull on this. What other info have you guys seen about the financials? I mean, I saw like gold was up.
Silver was up, I think.
Yeah.
Cryptos have been up and down. I just think everything's going to be up and down, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how Japan recovered from that that massive dive it took, I have no friggin' idea. As I've said before, it's all
Market manipulations.
I think is the technical way it's held together.
So how are you gonna, Ellie?
I'm going to ask what's likely to happen with the financial markets from now until the end of August.
August 2024.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that are making all these types of investments. They're saying that something's by the end of August or they're halfway through September.
Yeah.
And invested in, the different foreign currencies and these types of things that you hear about.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
So let's see if there's going to be some type of explosion, tower moment.
There's no towers, but there's a devil.
Ah.
Fives of disappointment, 5 of cups.
So it's going to look scary with that devil card in the middle.
Yeah. But it's all.
And it's going to be disappointing for some people, but I don't think
Mhm.
for everybody.
With that 8 of Pentacles in the background, it just feels like it's, the new system's there, it's done, it's been worked on already. That
or at least 80% of it.
Yeah.
Ready?
You got the Knight of Wands, it looks like it's looked after by the good guys. Lots of smoke and I don't think we're going to know how it's going to
go back, Ally. All we heard was lots of smoke.
So lots of smoke and mirrors with that Magician card. Because just as Janina said many times, in the background, it's all fine and good, and it's already crashed.
Yep.
It's just a smoke and mirrors. We've just got to catch up to this.
We got to wake everybody up.
Yeah, with that High Priestess card, I feel like it doesn't want to tell us how it's all gonna pan out. We've got with that 10 of Swords, we got the Strength cards at the bottom of the pack. I mean, you can't get a better card really for something like this. I mean, that to me says it's gonna be all okay. It's gonna look a bit dodgy. It's gonna look a bit fishy. But like you guys say, there's no tower moment there. Let me pull a couple from the top. Is it going to visually crash? Right, so is it going to visually crash between now and the end of August? And the third card I've got was the Ace of Swords.
Start over, Ally. We didn't see any of them.
Oh, sorry. So the first one was the Empress. The second was the Knight of Swords. And the third one was the Ace of Swords. So just on those cards, I would say it probably will crash before the end of August. Yeah.
I mean, it's already begun, right? For
Yeah,
a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, because it's already happened. It's already, you know, so I was very clear. So will it visually, will it crash? And yeah. But there's definitely stuff in the background with that high priestess that we
Can you pull again, Lynn? Pull the cards up again.
You're on mute, Lynn.
Yeah. Those, the High Priestess and a Ten of Swords and a Queen of Wands. I'm thinking that already quietly happened. Everything is basically going on, but in front of everybody, it's like investors and a lot of people, normal people like us, that have invested in certain things. We want they're working on it coming through, but there's still some tricky things that need to be taken according to the magician. But I think it's so 80% is just like with the Eight of Pentacles. 80% is it's already done. It's already passed. So and then people are getting even more and more because they've invested either in Bitcoin or they invested in foreign currencies or they invested in, and everyone's like, we're almost there. And we're not, well, we're almost there, but it's people are getting really, really disappointed about it. You know, the Two of Cups is the agreement, disappointing agreements. Two of Cups and then the Five of Cups. It's not.
I really feel with that devil in the middle that you know, the bad guys are hanging on by their fingernails, that they don't want it to visually fall. This is that's what I feel with that card there.
Yeah, but it's all under control by the Knight of Wands. They're kind of making it play out the way that it play out. That's what I'm thinking. It's already kind of played out, but they have to make it so with the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords up at the top. It's already secretly it's over, but in front of us we're at 80%. I guess we all have to be ready. Certain people and certain governments and certain states and local counties have to be ready for it all over the world. The steps that they're taking.
Maybe.
I'm going to say with that Knight of Wands and the outcome that visually it's in process, and because the page has gone already, it started. We're now at the Knight, then we have the Queen and the King. So I think I sort of feel it's not going to crash all in one. It's going to be over a period of time in different countries, different places, and it might even speed up. But I would say we're at the Knight right now. We're still to have the Queen and the King. So it's in process. And we have been seeing that with a lot of banks crashing a lot more and so on recently.
Yeah, let's see how it all rolls out.
That's a good point right there. The Knight of Wands, you know, point. Yeah. Almost 80%, I would say that Knight of Wands.
Let's see how it all rolls out. And I think that there's so many layers for things that are happening at the moment, aren't there? You know, it just takes one thing. Because if everybody went to pull their money out of the bank tomorrow, it would be, you know, so it just takes game over. Let's pull on the UK riots. There's been a bunch of different stuff that's been happening in the UK recently. Should we have a little bit of an overview of the UK riots to begin with? Because I'm not sure everything is what we are shown in. I would say, you know, there's a little bit in the mainstream, but mainly the stuff that we're seeing is on alt media. should we have a general overview of the riots? Are they what is being portrayed? And then we can have from that we can see what the kind of the outcome is. Who wants to pull on that one?
Barbara, you want to, in case you have to leave early?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I have another 50
You got
minutes.
time,
Yes.
haven't you?
Say.
Yeah, you got
40,
time.
40, 50 minutes. Yeah, I got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Am I going to formulate this question?
A general look at the UK riots. Are they what they seem? Are they what we've been shown?
Okay.
Are there any
what, Ally?
any riots, protesting that have turned nasty
Where?
in the US or Canada?
No,
Not
No?
right now,
right now.
that I
No.
know of, no.
Okay.
no. It's just been over in
Okay.
England and Ireland, as far as I know, right
Yeah.
now.
I think the protests in Ireland were pretty. I don't think they really went into riots. I don't think. Not that I remember seeing.
Okay, I did a general look at the riots, what we should know about what's going on.
Because we've also got that thing in the UK at the moment where they're threatening that if you put something on Facebook that they don't like or social media that they can lock you up.
Yeah, they've apparently already sentenced one person. Didn't I show you that the
Yeah.
other day, Ally?
Yeah.
To 3 years,
Way
but
to
yet
go,
the
free
guy that,
world.
yeah, but the guy that raped the girl is like running the streets free because he's sorry, he didn't realize that was illegal or something. Just, yeah. But you know, you make fun of England on Facebook and you go into jail for 3 years.
It's nuts. So this is the
I did a general look at what
Yeah.
we should know about the riots that are going on in UK.
got that magician card again, haven't we?
Yeah, magician, the same
Uh-huh.
as the other
And
time
the
too.
Ten of Cups too, which could also, depict a facade sometimes.
Mhm. The Page of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and that riot card. It's almost like wanted, and it's probably. I mean, I don't know how it could be best for everybody, but I think that's a desire card in the middle. So that is wanted by someone, and probably by the bad guys,
The bad
because
side, yeah, with the Hierophant being under there, yeah.
yeah, he's there, and it's right next to the magician, so it's not greatly aspected. So that's what they want. So that they're probably piloting it.
Yeah. And that's the feeling that I get. It happened here with the protests, the engineers to get more violent, and I think that's because they had deep state churning it up, should we say. And the reason for that is that some people think that it's a reason 15-minute cities, bringing digital IDs, all of these kind of WEF things that they've been talking about for a long time. But I think what's interesting here with the Empress and the Sun, there's nothing will prevail.
Well, the Sun is a really, really, really positive card, and so is the Empress. So I look at this as it's shining the light on the Sun is shining light on the Empress. So the Empress, would that be something going on? Something that would that be going on with finances? Would it be shown on could be there's a lady that's going to step out through these. So it could be someone that could have emphasis on them. Well, but that Nine of Cups is a desire card. So the riots, and you have the riot card too. That's what's been wanted. How would y'all read the Star card in the past?
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
I feel with that you know, the whole situation is being elders, higher selves, you know, the good guys, so that nothing will get out of control.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you said, Allie. We lost you again, but I see the Star card as the Galactics have gotten control of this and they're watching over it.
And the whole
Be read
situation
as-
looks like another divide and conquer, like, you know, divide the people, get them to fight, portray something in the news, and then the whole world gets involved, right? There's tempers
Yeah.
flaring across the world, and we don't even know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Barb, do you want to pull another couple of
do you have anything in mind, or you just want me to pull them just?
Yeah, so can you just ask if people put things on social media, are they really getting sentenced and put into prison for thought crime?
What'd you say?
Are the people in England going to jail for basically bad memes on Facebook?
Yeah, for thought crimes, which is
Thought crimes,
so
yeah.
1984, if anyone has read that book.
What was that Tom Cruise movie where they would arrest you before you even thought about that crime too?
Oh.
Remember? I can't remember what the name of that movie was.
By the way, before I tell you what I get,
Minority Report.
That was it.
Minority Report.
Mm.
Minority Report. By the way, before I show you what I got for that, that's me. That Star card could also be read as a vulnerable. So they're probably taking people that are vulnerable and not taking vulnerable, but taking the situation of rioting as people being vulnerable, and they're taking advantage, and they want people to fight. That's how I get that. But anyway, you asked me a question. If they're really arresting people, I get the. I get. So they're really coming after people. Look at that. I get a soft yes and a big yes.
Yeah, it's all to wake people up. You want to pull two more on that? Is it to wake people up? What is it?
Yeah.
Yep, to enlighten people.
To open up, open people's mind.
Yep.
And have them think out of.
Yep.
Yeah.
And stand in their power.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So stand in their power. So they're actually doing. They're probably the good guys are doing that.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
actually.
Yeah.
It's
Probably
amazing
round you
how
up and take it
down we've had to. Yeah.
They're probably rounding the jail and say, "Hey, look, you know, we just want to make sure you understand what's going on. Okay, well, you're free." So,
Could you imagine showing up to jail and being with all these like mass murderers, and they go, "Well, what did you do?" Well, I put up a meme on Facebook that said boys can't have periods. Woo!
And the people in jail will probably say, "Ooh, I'm scared of you."
Yeah.
It's just the crazy bloody world we live.
So it's actually happening. So I think maybe Janine or someone else got that too. That was actually, I think Janine, and said it was because they wanted to open up people's.
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
How far do you all think that they have to go to open up people's minds? I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, please.
I know,
So
right? I
over
saw
all this stuff.
this
Tired of
old
it.
person, it seemed, and
Yeah.
you know, on medication and all of that. I mean, it could really mess with people's emotions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like those policemen knew that it wasn't really for real, but they had to do it. That female police, is that the same video that one of you all shared in the group? It was almost like, yeah, all right, we'll take you in. You got your medicine. And he was like, well, I've got to take my medicine. Is it, what type of medicine do you take? Oh, anxiety medicine. I probably have to take one now. That was funny. But yep, it's happening.
All right. Okay. Do we want to pull on any more worlds?
I think we might want to try to do our 2-week poll because of the internet connection.
Okay. Do we want to pull on the one-hit wonders first, or should we
We'll do a quick poll on it. We'll do a quick poll. We can do a quick poll on it.
So our question is, the bands that were one-hit
wonders. Were they one-hit wonders because they didn't want to sign on with the cabal? Sorry, Ally, you cut out again. Kaila, draw those cards, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just finished what she says.
Oh no.
I can almost
when you stop, I kind of like go blah 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 blah. Hopefully it records okay.
I think, you know what I think while she's pulling the cards, I think some of those one-hit wonders, I think some of them stopped because of the cabal. I think others stopped because it wasn't what it cracked up to be. And others stopped because they just couldn't outdo themselves with the first song. I think there's 3 different scenarios going on.
I think
3, yeah. Those 3 scenarios, or even more, but
I mean,
those 3,
what it's not cracked up to be would be almost like not wanting to sign on to cabal when you go, woohoo, that's not what I wanted to do with this. That could kind of be the same thing.
Yeah, it could be. But some people, if they get really, really famous all of a sudden, some of them either can't take it, or some of them are like, well, I just want to go back to my regular. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
And then some of them probably just didn't want to sell a soul away. And others, probably just couldn't write another hit song. I think there's those 3 scenarios, or even more. What do you think, Lynn?
I think basically it's more cabalish, and they just didn't want to sign, the dotted line and be committed to all of that. Honestly, just the way that industry is.
That's probably the biggest.
I mean,
they didn't want to go to those Diddy parties and everything else.
I'm thinking about the people even that go way back. I'm talking about like
I know, but this stuff has been going on way back. I mean, come on, let's talk about the Beatles and everything else and what they've done with them. So
they didn't want to go to the Diddy parties back then, the Diddy type parties.
Who was the Diddy in the 60s? I don't know. It was probably
all of them.
Yeah, right.
Who? All of them?
Dick Clark. It was probably Dick Clark back in the day.
I mean, just listen to his. I'm not going to say it.
I know.
Interesting cards, though. I didn't get any devils or Hierophant or anything like that. And I specifically phrased it as you asked, was it because they didn't want to sign on with the cabal?
Got that magician again.
Mm-hmm.
The card of the week is the magician.
Card of the day is the magician. But look at that 9 of Cups. You see that 9 of Cups? That's a wish come true card, like a desire card. The 10 is like, I'm done. I can't take it anymore. And then with that 8 next to it, like, I'm over this. And with that,
it's like it was too much for them, whatever it was, right?
Yeah, that Empress is kind of reminds me of, since it's not greatly aspected with that 9 of Wands, it's kind of like, I've been there, I've done that. It's, I got the money and I'm just tired now with that 9 of, I don't know. I just get the impression that some of them didn't want to sign on their.
I feel we would probably have to get specific with like certain bands to get, a
that
better
might
reading.
be.
Yeah.
Or asking,
And look at that Queen of Pentacles up there with the Page of Pentacles and the Hangman. It's like that's kind of like money, tangible type things, and trying to get an idea of a new song with that Hangman. It's like I need to get more ideas.
Or their eyes were open in what they had to do to make that money.
With that Page of Pentacles, right? And the Hangman.
Yeah, hence the Magician too.
Yep.
It was like testing the waters and then stopping because
that Magician could very well be the Cabal too, because the Queen of Wands is kind of affected with the Magician and the Nine of Wands. With the Empress in the middle, is like, if you want to do this, you got to do that type thing. So this is kind of like a mixed bag.
I think so too. And like you were saying earlier, Barbara, it could be a couple different situations, which would make sense. I mean, I think we would have to pick some specific one-hit wonders and say, okay, is this why or whatever? So.
Yeah,
maybe we can.
With that two of Swords, there's stuff around the whole industry. I think that is hidden, right?
Yeah,
interesting.
A lot of them don't talk about it either.
Yeah.
I know a lot of personally. I know a lot of people. Yeah, I know a lot of musicians that did some really, really big things and all over, and some things didn't go their way, and it's like they don't even want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about music. They don't want to. They'll just play their guitar. They don't want to talk about what they went through or the business or who they talk to. It's like that big cross right there. It's like that's it.
My ex-brother-in-law was with Zebrahead, and their original lead singer got offered, not the band, but he got offered, to go out on his own, and he signed with the label, but I don't think he even got out the door because he was apparently so into drugs. So, but Zebrahead went on. They got a new lead singer. They're real popular in like Korea and Asia and stuff like that. And they did a lot of European travels and stuff like that. So,
was it rock band?
Yeah.
Was it like
more?
Is it like
I would say
alternative.
Alternative. No, alternative. Yeah.
Right. Should we do a 2-week poll? What we can expect for the next 2 weeks up until the end of the month, which takes us over the full.
Every fortnight. Oh, there she is. Go ahead, Ally. What did you see with the cards?
Every fortnight, Lynn pulls lovely cards and oracle cards for us. We haven't got any dice today, Lynn, have we?
No, we got the 3 starseed cards. They wanted the starseed cards to give us.
Nice. I personally didn't get a chance to look at it, so this is the first time that I'm looking at it. But I'm going to take a shot at it after that. If I don't stop sneezing.
Kaila, I forgot what you and I were discussing. You want us to remember? We were talking about it good the other day, and I've totally gone blank.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I know, right? But usually sometimes for the 2-week polls, like first thing I get is just like a general message. Okay, it's intense or something like that. But then I have to take time with it to, sit with it. But this time is like stuff just came at me. And my first thought was, I'm seeing animals acting up. I'm seeing volcanic eruptions, fires. Things may look confusing and even bad at times, but emotional detachment and staying in your power is needed. Notice the card with the volcano is the Knight of Wands, and often this is a white hat card, like for many people. So it's saying stay grounded in your abundant positive energy, and even the need to do physical things like being in nature or take physical action to keep yourself healthy and happy. Let's see if with that imprisonment card, we actually see someone get imprisoned who deserves it, someone who maybe we've been waiting for publicly. With the 5 of Cups, things may look a bit unsettled, but we are being asked to use our magic, and we all have this in us. We just have to use it and find it. We all So with the conversations card, I think it draws attention to the need to have conversations right now, like we're doing right here. Even just to look into things a little bit deeper rather than just, taking things at face value, what's being portrayed in the media or on a screen. So even just by bringing things up with tarot, sometimes we're having a discussion, we may not necessarily get it right, but having conversations and questioning things is very important. So, and the cards at the bottom, I just love them because they sum things up really well. And I think it's very, very interesting that we have been getting over the last, few days in our daily polls to focus on our intuition. And I think that those bottom cards are just going back to that, go into the positive side of things, surrender, gratitude, free spirit, and, keeping that inner power, gratitude, and, things will come to you when it's needed. Anybody else?
I get the general feel of the full moon pool that we did, that everything will be generally good, but then there's that Five of Pentacles aspect. Be a little bit of a struggle for some, but generally these are good cards, aren't they?
Yeah.
There isn't anything horrible or scary.
For the energies that we are in right now, the overall advice definitely was.
So. And there's the moon and the full moon coming up.
Yeah, that moon keeps coming back too. The magicians keeps coming
we've
back.
had a lot of the moon cards this. I also feel the imprisonment may be the outing of what's been going on with the littles.
Yeah. What's that card at the top left? The family one.
This one? That's conversation. That's why we were saying, like, be open to conversations, and you might have to be there to help people, work people through this and what's going on and whatnot.
Yes, I'll be out. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. It's housekeeping. I really like the baked magic cookies.
Yeah.
Too.
Really like that.
Yeah.
It's like hone in on your intuition. And what does it say? I can give good things to myself and others. We have to start believing. A lot of us have to start believing. We are. And the community, the a lot of the Truth of community and Janine's community and the Beyond Mystic community, we have that. But imagine if all of us started really baking those magic cookies. Because we're making magic right now as we're making this video. We all came together to do the tarot circle. So I love, that's my favorite card in this spread.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, super. So let's see what the next 2 weeks brings, eh? I think bring it on, or bring it the fuck on, as I was saying the other day to Lynn. Bring it the fuck on. Right, guys, if you your effort, and it really helps us grow a little channel. We've also got
over. Ally, start over. You totally cut out.
I'll start again. So if you like what you've just seen, please like, share, subscribe, comment. We really appreciate your efforts, and it really helps us grow our little community. And thank you to everybody who's already subscribed to us. We've also got a Facebook page, and I'll put details of that below. We've also got a Rumble channel as well. So please give us a like over there as well. And Barb, I think we need a song. I think we need a lovely uplifting song.
Moon river, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style one day. I don't know if you can see it. It's so sunny out there.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
That's the river.
That's your moon river.
You can see the sun too.
Yeah.
I left a good job in the city working for the man every night and day. And I never lost minute sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. A big wheels keep on turning. I said, proud Mary, keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. I said, rolling, we're rolling, rolling on a river, the river.
Oh, it's good to have you singing back on the show again, Barb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
We missed it.
I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back.
Lovely. All
No.
right, guys. So we'll see you all in a couple of weeks, and see you soon. Take care.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.